10-1.
We're way down there.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much.
I've been watching that video.
Do you have the school open?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Bridge completely washed out. Montgomery Bridge, 1958, believe it or not, this out nice ride. Granny Grunt's building. The whole backside of it's gone. Tipping, terrible. Water here, huh?
What?
Got
There, maybe.
wow, tipped it right over. It's gonna be long. You're gonna catch them both. Look at that shit still floating on down there. Well, started though. a lot of wood right there. Used to be one here. Once upon a time. Look at that, bank's gone right out.
Walk up this way there.
Get all the mud and the track. People been walking up and down, checking out this beach. Side of Trout River. You can see where fence was all tore up. See, nice fence down through there. Trees uprooted. Here's the remainder of what was the Skeeto Bridge. It's all right here. That wall is gone right out. Hell's still standing though. Wow, look at that. You can see daylight right through it. Another view. On this side, the river shows the bridge. Here's up on 242. JJ's ready to jump in. There we go. Yeah, it is, I would say, a little bit washed out. It lost a few pieces apart. Yeah, blow that sucker right up where I can see it. Wow. Oh, it's a big hole, huh? Supposed to be a crane here somewhere.
Hey, we're in the fucking heat. I got 2 tubes left.
Where's he going? Crash down. Yeah. Where were you in 97?
What kind of bridge was that?
Well, they just built it about 4 or 5 years ago. All rebuilt it, all brand new.
Well, that was built in 85.
Yeah. Austin done the job.
Yeah.
It's on.
In 27, they say this is that's when the bridge went out and all that stuff, just like it is around here.
Charlie just said, as far as saying, what he was here in 27 said this is worse.
Yep.
Well, we saw.
So what we're going to do is get a school bus up here so we can put everybody into it.
The village up.
Flew in too.
We had a kind of a hairy night. Yeah. We went down here at the village with the town loader and got some people out of a double-wide mobile home, 11 people, all little tots. Filled the bucket twice, and the last time he went in, the fire was this high and the water was right over the fire and everybody backed out with this bucket of people. It's smooth.
Hey, helicopter pilots don't stick their tongues
Hey,
out.
is this Scotty's helicopter?
Occasionally.
No? Ask them. Listen here, Chloe, playing her house. She's safe. They got her out and they got her into a friend's house.
No, the bridge out's right there. We need fill for these bridges here to get them back. That's down with the log piles piled up.
Right, just right around the corner here.
But if that area can be opened up, that gives us our main corridor back out. The other areas obviously of a concern, but our main corridor in terms of services.
Yeah. They're fixing.
We don't know what's happening here and here. This typically goes out down in Peaches Corner, East Berkshire. And we don't know what the situation is there.
We were told they were part of East Berkshire was cut off.
There's a washout right here. They're filling it now. We're in the process of trying to get it together.
Working on that already. State?
Yeah. And 118 south coming in from Eden, they're getting that possible to get us to where the bridge is at in the center. They're working on that.
But Colonel and I, our main interest is to get that fill right. If we can get that fill and they're taking care of this, so we've come a long way getting services to us in terms of we got to have water, water in here. I'm worried because of the elderly people. They tell us we got more thunderstorms tonight. They're already trying to clean their homes and they're scared. And I worry if we need hospital services, how do we get them out of here?
Oh, you're on the other end. So
it's coming from this direction.
Chuck,
would this be the ideal direction?
How'd you guys do?
To start working.
the long way around.
Coming from this direction. Where are the resources? Where's there being other resources? No gravel.
Get that slot filled in on the other side of the bridge. Once the water, right now you go down and dump it in there and be gone. Yeah, we got to
Somebody's
start
going to start carrying out the logs, otherwise the next rainstorm is going to take it right out.
The first thing to do then, get them to put that crack out and get water underneath the bridge.
So that's a piece of equipment you got to get cool.
Maybe putting a Bailey Bridge or something across.
We don't have those resources.
You don't have any of that stuff now?
We've got that. That's on its way. Well, they've diverted that. My understanding. Who was it?
Yeah, Jim Smith from
Jim
AZ
Smith said they've
Transportation.
diverted. The Bailey will be coming this way tomorrow from White River Junction,
Yeah.
and they can put across the trout.
If they're looking for a
You can
spot
go
to put it
tomorrow,
across, they don't.
Montgomery Town water line that goes along Route 58. This is washed out really good through almost to O'Connell. Wow, this is big time. Right down through.
Diana, is your flash supposed to go off? How many you want? How many you want?
You never took it out of the garage, Roger.
Used to be a trailer there, I think, wasn't there? Over there?
Yeah, maybe.
Totally gone.
It's a milk tank.
Yeah, but this soda, that toilet paper, yeah,
Look like in there.
the bags of chips, I mean, you know what, they don't want water. No, that's the thing.
I don't even have water. I have to go up, when I get my truck thing, I'm gonna have to go on the spring on the other side of the hill and get a whole bunch, at least so I can brush my teeth and do my dishes.
How'd you do that, Buck?
Hey.
Oh, I got
Chef, I found your car. Oh man, look at this.
I guess you don't need no booze.
Not when stuff moves.
There's mud up to here.
What?
Hey, bye.
No problem.
Walked around the park. Oh yeah. Brian checked it. Ours get all of them. It's sick back.
They have picnics. Oh, who's calling? Good boy, right?
242 close it that way. Yeah. Should be able to make sandcastle now, huh?
And if you plan on going over the Longleaf Bridge Road, I don't know that you'd have too much luck, because it looks like there's no road down here. Do you believe this? Look at this. The road is gone. Look at that. Amazing. Don't mess with Mother Nature. The flood of '97. We won't be forgetting this one too quick. Now we're coming up to West Hill Road, Hill West Road. Look at this devastation down here. A house that took a hard hit. Look at that. Amazing nobody was killed. It's like the water was up and over this bridge. You can see the cement and you can see all the debris on the... Unbelievable. That barn got it. Look at this, will you? Oh, I didn't even see all these cars from back there. What a collection of cars there are over here. Look at this. So the house was right in here. You can't see it from here, but it's in amongst all that debris down there. Amazing. More roadway. It's strewn all over the place down here. But check out the car. You wouldn't want to have been in that. Filled with mud. from leeches one after the other, but the National Guard is doing one hell of a job. What do you say, they're putting in about 50 feet at a shot?
Oh, yeah.
So it won't take them long. You can see it's all, you can see that it was all river bottom at one time. Just look at all the rock. Well, the water came through at Ken's, big time. How high was the water here, Bob?
Huh?
How high did the water come through? The water line on the window? You're kidding me. Look at that.
It's not roast beef.
Huh?
It's not roast beef.
27, it did a lot of damage, but it didn't, nothing like today, like this time.
No, I mean coming through. I stopped at the Longley Bridge Road, and I went over to the other side, and you could get a shot all the way up through. It's just gone, completely gone. Amazing. What's amazing is this building is still here, looking at the water line. That, I mean, look at it. It's up around your chin. Amazing. Jesus. Well, it's good to see you smiling, Kenny. What else can you do, right?
I'm glad the only one out of 4 did.
Yeah.
This was the water line inside the garage right here.
Look over there, you can see it better over there because of the tool bench.
Yeah.
See the water line above the tool bench?
Above the tool bench. Let me zoom in on that. Look at that. Completely above. What amazes me as I go through Montgomery here is that nobody was injured, nobody was killed. And I heard, who is it, Gary Baker was the one who actually went in on the loader and saved those people?
Gary and his brother Billy and Marty Lumbrough all went into the town loader. And I watched them from here. I was trying to move stuff around here, and the water was above the wheels on the loader when they went in.
I mean, that was an act of heroism. These people should get a medal for that. And I understand that after they got them out of there, by the time they got back to the road and they looked back, the house was gone.
I'd say within 20 minutes or a half hour, the place was gone. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Some people, I think it was a Dusso crew that Mr. and Mrs. Dusso were alerted. They're the first one to call in the fire department, you know, saying it was high water. And, they should be commended. They woke everybody up, get everybody down here. My daughter and I got down here and we called a whole bunch of people, woke them up.
Sure, because it happened at a time when everybody was asleep.
It was just so quick. Lori and Timmy Burrow was down here and we called them. They were still sleeping. They had no idea what was going on. You know?
Who ever would have believed that anything like this ever could have happened?
I come here at 2:30. I come here at 2:30. I drove right through there and drove right up behind the building here. And we see the water coming into the garage here. And a little elevation there, another elevation in the store, and we kept working toward the store. And yeah, and when we decided to try to leave, we had trouble getting out of the building because the water was against the door.
It came that fast.
I mean, a matter of 15 minutes, it went up 3 feet.
Well, 6 inches of rain is a whole lot of rain.
A lot of rain. You know, we're in a valley here of all the mountains around here. So, you know, it's free press today said there was 6.1 inches of rain in J area. So I mean, we're receiving a lot of that down here, you know.
Yeah, you were the great recipients for it all. Well, good luck in the cleanup, Ken.
Well, we've got a lot of volunteer help, and I really appreciate it. They've been really, one thing about a small town, you get some help.
People come together for sure. So we're talking about the flood of 27. This is 97, so we're...
70 years.
Incredible. 70 years later, Montgomery gets walloped. And I think this has the 27 one beat, hands down.
Well, I wasn't around then, but everything you read, I think it's got it. You know, you can't really believe it until you see it, you know. You know, if you could have seen the store in there this morning, you would have... Unbelievable, you know.
Incredible. Well, I'm going to go through and record as much as I can, and we'll get a copy off to the fire department. See you later, Ken.
Thank you.
More flood damage. If you go in this door, you can see that this morning, Ken said there was just an incredible mess in here. So they'll be cleaning up here in Montgomery for a long time. But we're going to head over to the center and see what kind of damage has happened over there. Will you look at this? Main Street, Montgomery Center. Took a beating big time. Backyard is gone.
Our whole yard is gone. There's 8 feet of sand out here.
Incredible. And how did your building take it? Did your building take a beating, or?
The basement is a total loss.
Total loss.
Maybe. I mean, they might be able to salvage the hot water heaters because they're gas. They just replace the burners. But we got 2 boilers and refrigeration and laundry equipment that's going to have to be replaced.
So did you sit out the storm? You never left?
2 vehicles. We didn't even know about it until 4 o'clock in the morning. It was already a done deal when we heard about it.
So you slept through your vehicles being washed away. That's
actually
incredible.
One of the vehicles was still here when we got up, but by the time we finished moving the computers to high ground,
the car was gone. Amazing. I'm just going to take a walk back here if it's okay. And
sure, go ahead. Lock yourself out.
They not only lost their vehicles, but they had a building that floated right up to theirs. Now that building, you can see all the sand that's accumulated back here too, all the silt, where there once was a parking lot.
They were.
So which house is yours? This one?
We're on vacation.
Unbelievable. And the cars that were destroyed too.
Ours is up a tree down there.
Unbelievable.
It left here at about 2:30 in the morning.
Swam down the road, along there, and ended up behind that couple up a tree.
Up a tree. Unbelievable.
This is on side, this one. This guy's parking next to a fire hydrant to get a ticket.
I'll tell you, everybody's got a sense of humor about this. It's incredible.
Everybody.
There's a guy down there, he's made himself a barbecue like in here, put the grill on, and he's barbecuing his chicken wings.
Human spirit is beautiful. We passed somebody who was still mowing their grass on the way down.
Unbelievable.
Somebody said to Mike, he said, did you cut your grass? He said, no. He said, well, you won't have to now. Marge was complaining when we arrived. I was unpacking the car, and she said, look at this, it's going to rain. And I was gonna paint the deck. Ish.
You're blocking the drive here, Marge. I'm sorry to hear about your place.
Yeah.
Well, Marge is a survivor here. How you doing, Marge? So you weathered the storm?
Yeah, but I got to find a new apartment.
Did you lose your car, too?
I hope so.
Oh, is that your car over here?
That's my car.
Jeez, that's a shame. But everybody seems to be in good spirits. I think the fact that nobody got hurt and everybody's alive, you can always replace what's here, right?
I don't care if that house falls down tomorrow. I could care less about the stuff in there. When I look at what some of these people went through.
Unbelievable.
But I think there's so much spirit here that everyone's rallying around to help everybody else.
Yeah, that's one thing about any small community is people really come together.
Absolutely.
You find out that you really do have neighbors. Well, good luck, folks. I'm going to continue on down Back Street. What's that?
Go to the back.
Go to the back?
No, look at this.
You should go behind here.
Oh, I will.
I don't think there's anything fixed there. The foundation there.
Devastation. Look at this.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, Mars, that's one hell of a way to park your car. That's all I can say.
You know what? I got down those stairs, and the whole things were twisted there, and the firemen were here and helped me get down. I said, no, I want to go now. When we came back, and my car was just a little tilted. We came back an hour and a half later, and that's what happened.
Amazing.
Oh,
You can see Back Street really took a beating here. Cars piled on top of one another. Foundation gone on this one. Car gone also. Well, there's a man with the right attitude. He's going to cook up some chicken wings through this whole fiasco.
Fuck, man, might as well, you know?
That's right. You still got to eat.
Yeah. Surprised they haven't come and been like, whoa, it's smoke, you know?
So you guys ride out the storm? You were here through the whole thing?
Oh, I actually wasn't. He was. I was. That's his truck and his girlfriend's car.
So those vehicles used to be over here, I take it?
Yeah. They used to be right there.
Awesome. Back Street got wiped out.
Yeah.
I'm still working my way back, you know. I was down in the village, but I imagine the worst of it's going to be up around the check-in.
Yeah. There's yeah.
It looks pretty bad right here.
I mean, check-in is basically a dollar, I'm sure. Well, the check isn't, but
Well, were you guys here through all this last night?
Last night?
Or the night before, actually, right?
No, this is my grandmother's home.
Unbelievable, the damage. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
How's the bridge going?
Oh, it's incredible what they're doing down by Ken Coda's. The National Guard, putting down 50 feet a shot.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah. I bet you that's all done by sometime tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But look at that. It looks like a bombed out. This is like Germany after the Blitz. What was this? Just a garage kind of thing here?
Garage had a car still in it.
Look at that.
All the toolboxes went, some of them went downstream. The house is down this way. They might
Really?
condemn this one.
So a lot of these, you know, I hope that, you know, there's some kind of, if they declare it a disaster area, most of the people, I'm sure, didn't have adequate insurance to cover all this. That's the sad thing, because if you didn't, I mean, you're done. I mean, what do? You start square one?
Well, you get families, relatives, and all kinds of support.
But you can see that, you know, like you were saying, you came all the way down through Newport and walked here, right?
We walked 3 miles from the top of J Peak down here just to fish her out. Let her out.
It must have been a scary thing. Did they sleep through the whole thing?
They slept through the whole thing. Actually, he got up, I guess, about 3 o'clock and noticed there was water on the floor coming through the house. And then he just tried to get the water out. I don't know how he tried it. And he called us and said, "Oh, we got water coming in the house." Here we go. Bring a boat.
Yeah, I guess. So what did they do? Go up to the top floor?
Yeah, they slept him out. By the time we can get him out, there's 16 inches on the top quarter up here. The whole house.
How high was the water?
16 inches inside the house.
16.
The cellar was full. The cellar was full, and 16 inches on the top floor. I mean, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Still, to me, what's amazing is that there were no injuries.
I heard that.
Nobody taken away. Nobody killed. A lot of cars are missing, I'll tell you that.
Coming through Berkshire, we see them all over,
No.
going over and stuff.
They're strewn all over the place. It's not funny, but, you know, it's just great that nobody's injured. Well, it was good talking to you. I'm going to get up and see what's happening up by the check-in.
There you go.
JR's is closed.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we've had to, get rid of everything.
So there was damage in there too, huh?
We were open for lunch. We did our whole...
Yeah, somebody has to feed these people. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
well, I'm just glad that nobody got hurt.
That's the
That's the main thing.
I've lost my car out on the deal, but...
You did lose your car.
Well, it's sitting in my yard, but it's got that much mud in it.
Yeah, it's all done.
Everybody thought my car was down the river. And Joe Cota called me at 2 o'clock. She said, Margaret, get up, get dressed, get ready to evacuate. And I thought it was somebody being an asshole. You know, because I do get weird calls once in a while. And I said, I'll go back to bed. And she said, Margaret, I'm serious. Get up and get dressed. She said, you may have to evacuate. I said, why? She said, well, there's a river running down the middle of the street. And when she said that, I thought, why, she's really bonkers. You know?
Yeah, how much have you had to drink?
She said, Joe, your neighbor across the street, listen to me, will ya? So then I thought, well, I guess I better. She said, there's no power.
Well, I called up JR this morning just to find out if he was damaged at all. I didn't bother even trying to get over here yesterday. I figured there would be too much chaos and I'd just be in the way. But JR said somebody knocked on his door at 3 in the morning, and he opened it up. He says it was like a lake. He said his car got turned around, was floating. Unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. I got up after I hung up the phone, and I went out, and I took a look out of my spare room, bedroom windows, you know, and it goes right out through the street. Oh, my God. It was just big rolling waves of water, you know, like, oh, my, and I could see things floating. Oh, my God. And I run downstairs, put my foot on the floor off the bottom step, landed in water. So I got a candle, lit a candle, and went looking through, and the water was coming in just as if you had a fire hose in there. So I started grabbing stuff that I could think of, you know, in a spur of the moment. Like my speakers got wet, but I picked them up and put them in the window so that, you know, they would...
So do you have to actually evacuate your house?
No, I stayed upstairs.
You stayed upstairs? There you go. You're tough anyway. You're just going to ride it out.
I'm not going up. The Alan Dusso and Gary Lumberg and Margaret, you got to get out of here. I said, no, I'm not. And I said, I'll go upstairs, just as safe there as I am to go up to the school, listen to 150, 200 people, you know, and crammed in like sardines. I said, no. I said, I'll stay here. I'll be okay. He said, you sure? I'll be okay. So Margaret, good child, she came, pounded on my door. Margaret, don't you want to come over to Joe's and stay? No, I'll be okay. I'm upstairs. I dreaded the thought of going out. You know, my kitty cat was there. So I don't want to leave my kitty.
Yeah, really.
So I went. I said, I'm fine. My upstairs is dry, and you know, if I want to go to bed, I can go to bed, which I couldn't. I just couldn't listen to the water.
Yeah, really.
Roaring.
Amazing.
So
I still haven't gotten up to the check-in yet. I hear it's pretty messy up there, but I'm going to take a walk up there. And it's good to see everybody okay, though.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And a small community like this, especially Montgomery, people really work together. You know, when something happens, yeah.
I went all through that one. The people in Montgomery, when Richard went, they were just, it was overwhelming the way they...
I mean, they pull together when the times get tough.
So, yeah.
They really symbolize, you know, what America is known for. You know, it's like...
I never realized how many...
Great spirit.
Great people there were. Never, you know. But,
well, it's good to see you in good spirits. Glad it's over, right?
I'm glad it's over with. First of all, well, Billy went home and he told Kathy, or he didn't go home, he got her on the, you know, the radios. He said, I guess your mom's car has gone down. Joe Cota says, Margaret, you don't have a car. I said, oh, no. Last night. I said, at home? She said, you what? You weren't supposed to be there. I went there.
Hey, you've been around long enough. You don't scare that easy, right? Why? You're gonna...
I was scared, yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared being all alone. And
Captain doesn't abandon ship, though, right?
Right. You stick fingers.
Well, we'll see you later. Take care. Well, I'll grab a hold of JR. Bye-bye. Well, you can see where the highway dropped. This is where the bridge used to be.
I was walking that way, I saw people.
steps now. You go down the ladder, and you walk the plank. You walk across the debris. Incredible force. Check that out. Everything slid out of those rooms and washed right down the river, they tell me. I think that's Granny Grunt's. But look at it. You can see the devastation. The water came right all through here, right around the church, right down Main Street. See, this is the dry out time now. All these buildings were flooded. Unbelievable. July 16th, 1997, 2 days after the disaster. They're cleaning up here in Montgomery. Well, we're back in Enosburg now at the Tyler branch. Check this out. This is just down from the bridge that disappeared right up the road here. Right up on the curve. We're going to go up and check that out in a minute. Pretty scary, huh? And this is just down the road. This is where that bridge used to be. You can see one of the abutments to the bridge right here. But the other one, gone. You can see the steel I-beams here, all twisted. You can see that the silt, with the silt all over here, that the water was up and over this bridge, but it didn't get the bridge, but it did get the roadway on this side of it. Coda's nursery. So here's the highway here.
How's it going? Beautiful.
Like,
Look at this. And here's a tedious job, hooking up power, telephone lines. Yeah, Zach's on the rocks. Jeez, look at this. You can get all the way up here with your truck?
Yeah.
Look at this. It won't be out of their driveway for a while.
I don't think so.
Incredible, though, their house, it was spared. There's a few more holes here.
Yeah.
The power of water. Everywhere.
Yeah, it is. Pretty well devastated.
Now see, only a music teacher would take you on a ride like this. Social studies teacher wouldn't take you on a ride like this, neither would an English teacher. But Marty gonna be taking us on a hairy ride right up the Notch Road. Procession of dump trucks, Army, National Guard dump trucks. Everybody who had a dump truck was traveling from the Leach land gravel pit.
There were 11 of them, I guess. 11 state trucks, and then I guess all the Wright's trucks and I guess all the trucks that were in town, as you said, were working. They were just a constant stream right through Montgomery today, going up 242.
Boy, there wasn't too much road left here, was there?
I won't drive you off.
It's just about enough road to get by.
Well, it wasn't earlier. I mean, they apparently hauled some stuff in. Made it a little wider on this side.
Long distance north, trying to put it all back together.
You can put all my... Oh boy, there's some horse buried down there. Oh, let's stop it by the Indian relics.
Oh, the horseshoes, they find the bones, I think they're done somewhere.
Indian horses.
The Indian horse buried.
There used to be a blacksmith shop right there. See? That's why. Where? Right there.
You gotta walk the plank if you want to get to the other side. And as the sun goes down, the work goes on.
I was in Montreal, basically.
Oh, the amount of sand and silt, and it's all the way through the house like that?
Wow, this is, yeah, well, there's about an inch or two of silt in there.
In the house. What a mess.
Okay, so I'm just looking for some of our stuff. Yeah, let's store it right in here.
Oh, you had stuff stored in here that's just been washed away?
Yeah, like our barbecue is not too far. Should be able to salvage that.
Amazing.
Our sailboard and our bikes were okay. They were hanging.
Hanging, really. What's amazing is that your building is still here.
Yeah.
Well, what a nice greeting, right? To come down and find a mess like this in your house.
Well, we sort of got lucky because we don't own this house.
Really?
People that own the house live across the road who lost their house.
So the water came through and just brought all the silt and everything else with it.
Yeah, we've got most of our stuff out already. As soon as we can get it out, the quicker we can dry it off so it doesn't get damaged. We're really pretty lucky, you know. Most of the stuff we lost were magazines and stuff. And,
Yeah, not big items, stuff that can be replaced.
we lost a sewing machine, a vacuum cleaner, a drill, a bunch of electrical appliances. That's about it. Our washer and dryer, we haven't checked those out yet, but those would be a write-off.
So is there a basement here? I'm sure that
It's
a crawl space.
It's down there. It's filled with water still. The fire department was here and they tried pumping it out, but their pump was screwed up.
Really?
Yeah, they tried, but they're gonna come back. But we got most of our furniture and stuff. Got some antiques that we got up off the water as soon as we could.
I'm still just so amazed that, you know,
It's amazing the power.
nobody was hurt.
These people pretty much got saved by the log jam, I'd say. Otherwise, their house would have gotten washed.
No question.
The logs sort of piled up in front and then got deflected around it.
Incredible.
Crazy. Our dogs were in the house while we were gone.
They must have freaked out. They went upstairs.
Yeah, they hung out upstairs.
They're smart.
Bridge
Well-
came over. That was all.
Oh, the water must have been pretty deep in here. Okay, there you go. That's probably the line right there on the wall.
So it's pretty much right at window level.
Unbelievable.
Our windows were open.
So it could just go right on through.
Came in, came out. That's the other end.
Crazy.
See our car? My car's
No.
200 yards down the road.
Used to be in the driveway.
This is where the driveway was. It basically went right along here, up to the guardrail, and then it went down the river and it's pinned up against the tree. See the white combi box there? That's our car. That's the only thing we have insured. Their car.
Well, thank goodness for that anyway. I mean, that's the thing.
So bad for these people, though. 2 houses that are totally...
Oh, yeah. And most people didn't have flood insurance, and all we can hope for is that they do declare this a disaster area, so...
I guess Governor Dean was here yesterday, and he looked at the thing and said... I guess, I don't know, he told someone that it doesn't cover... It doesn't cover personal stuff. I guess it only covers...
Buildings and stuff like that.
I don't know, that's just
But that's the big cost, you know, anyway. I mean, if your house is gone,
Yeah.
you know, you can always put the items back into the house, but if you have no house, you're in deep trouble.
We got lucky. A lot of our pictures were down low, and they got all wet. Like our wedding pictures and all that. But we
Yeah.
were able to... They seem okay. They survived. We took them all to the album and dried them out.
That's great. That's what everybody, all day yesterday, I'm sure you'll see it all day today. People just have their stuff all over their lawn just drying out.
We were pretty quick on ours. You know, it's a small house, so it doesn't take
Yeah.
too much. I had some help from my parents and some friends that came down and helped us clean it up as quick as we could and move it out.
Well, that's what's happened everywhere. People have just responded from all over to help everybody out here.
There are some pain in the ass people that are just gawking around, coming walking through. Like people here, you know, lost 2 houses and they're struggling to get stuff out of this house. And these people that are just looking, went right into the house and looked through what they were asking, just went right into the house and looked in.
Incredible.
You know, to get your ass in gear and help.
Well, that's why they're stopping them on the way in. That was a great idea.
The state troopers yesterday, and now the volunteer fire department from I think Enosburg and Richford are helping out.
Yeah, only people who have a purpose for being here.
Should be here, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause with all the traffic, with these guys rebuilding the roads and stuff, you know, every car that shouldn't be here is just a pain
Just in the way, exactly. That's why I didn't even come the first day. I figured that it would be too chaotic. I came in yesterday for a while, and I'm going to shoot a couple of hours of tape today. And what's your name?
Don Ellis.
Well, thanks for the tour, and good luck. Bye-bye. This is the back of the house, back of the garage. Trying to salvage whatever they can here.
Network News. Do you have any affiliation with them?
No, I'm just a local guy.
Because I'm from here, but I missed the flood and I heard about it on the national news, but they only gave it a blip. And
Yeah.
nobody really has any idea what it's like up here.
Oh, exactly. Devastation everywhere.
You know, they hear about the Midwest because their floods are from a longer duration, but the damage, you know, here is comparable.
Oh, a 1-2 punch, though. It just happened real quick.
Yeah. All right, my name's Will. What's yours?
Please, what's your name?
My name's Will. What's your name?
Mike Moran.
Mike. Nice to meet you.
Same here. It's incredible to see all the people come together, though, and the outpouring of volunteerism and the heroism that took place. You know, I mean, people being rescued, and the fact that nobody got hurt is a blessing. It really is.
That's the miracle. You know, and when I lived down in Massachusetts, we get hurricanes down there, and I used to say, and I still say it because it's true, the only time everybody gets together and works together and gets along is when there's a disaster.
That's right.
And it's true with hurricanes, it's true with floods.
You know, it happens a lot in families, too, so I think it's just human nature, you know?
But it's too bad it takes something like this to get everybody working.
Exactly. Take care.
Take care.
Everyone says it and we know it.
Yeah.
So what happened? What time did you wake up?
Well,
Start your story, George.
well, it was raining at night, you know. I was a little bit nervous, and because sometimes we had a shed out here, and when the water got high, sometimes it got flooded, and we had that rototiller in it. So I got up at 2 o'clock in my underwear, and pouring rain as hard as it could be, and dragged the rototiller from the shed over there to be safe. And there was nothing in the driveway, just a little puddle. And I went back to sleep. 3 o'clock, we got a call from Bobby Skull over here.
Aileen Baker.
Aileen Baker. Right, Aileen Baker, I was saying so. And she said, hurry up and get out. Yeah, we're being flooded out. So we got up real quick, of course, and looked out, and the water was rushing down our driveway and up.
It was halfway, over half of the tire already from
Yeah.
the driveway.
So did you see?
We said we can't get out. We couldn't. We were afraid to drive up the driveway because we knew the road was gone. We didn't know how deep the water was.
And you were here with your family, your kids here and everything. That's got to be a scary feeling.
So we started bringing up stuff from the cellar. Then we knew that was a lost cause. And then we got the stuff on the ground. We see the water rising so fast, so fast.
We put the rototiller on the breezeway, and then before we could even get up to the front door, the water was over the breezeway.
Unbelievable.
And it washed it right off again.
So did you see the trees as they were coming down towards the house?
Yeah. See the car begin to float a little bit, wash around the house. Then the truck started to move.
Yeah.
And all the logs coming, and they're hitting the house and banging. And then I said, the electric's going to go pretty soon because the water was coming up and the cellar was going to hit the box. Yeah. And it's amazing how long the electric stayed on because the water had already got up well past the electric box into the front, onto the floor, into our kitchen floor already. So it's well above it. And
how high was the water where it came through your house?
oh, it's about
Well, you can see the water line where it was. See,
Oh, yeah, I can see it right by your meter. So it was just below your windows.
Yeah, in the front.
in the front, the picture window, we looked out once and you could see the waves going across.
But now the water
bottom
was up,
window.
and we didn't want to walk around it because the electric was still on. I hadn't shut it off. I didn't get a chance to even do that because we wanted to have lights on as we were carrying it. And I was afraid of getting electrocuted. And so when the water is about that knee deep, we went up in the attic, which is no kind of an attic. It was just insulation with some boards up there.
You didn't have much of a choice, though, right? You were running out of options.
We huddled up there with the two dogs.
We
one
had a
big
black Labrador and a poodle.
And we huddled up there from about, what,
4 o'clock
about
until about 6:45.
Yeah, about that.
Then the water went down fast. It went right out of the house fast. But the noise.
But at 4 o'clock,
they couldn't even
things
hear
were
us.
banging. There was no way to get out. No way to get out.
I mean, the garage, that must have made quite a sound as it was ripping apart.
We were up there and it would give a creak and a bang, and I said, if we knew if this ever went, we were gone, because the water was just a torrent all around. No one could get to us.
And with cars floating in the brooks, I mean.
And Mary said, why don't they come and get us? And I said, Mary, they can't anybody reach us here. I said, the only way they could possibly get us is with a helicopter.
When it
That's
got
not gonna
daylight
happen.
and I see people rocking across the street, I tore the screen storm window off, and I just put my head out there and I yelled just as loud as I could yell to come and get us. This is it, boys, ready for a house? She's safe. They got her out and they got her over to a friend's house. And I just put my head out there and I yelled just as loud as I could yell to come and get us.
Well, you know, when I came down through here, this was one of the first houses that I saw.
The legs.
They took them. As soon as you put something out here, they take it.
When I came through, I couldn't believe, what your house looked like. But actually, it was all that wood, obviously, that saved your life.
It did save us, because if it wasn't for that, I think it...
And you know why?
You must have diverted the water.
It made a dam, and it just... It saved it from hitting it directly.
Well, you must have a guardian. Both of you must have some guardian angels watching out for you.
We go to church, but my daughter doesn't want it. But she prayed that.
Well, you get religion after something like this.
They call it foxhole religion.
There you go. Well, guys, good luck.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
I'm their daughter.
There she is. And what's your name?
Rosanna and Kelly.
So you were upstairs during all this fiasco, too?
Had to stay up with 2 dogs.
Exciting?
Yeah.
Scary?
No.
No? So you found it was pretty exciting being up there?
Yeah. Not like it's the first time.
Yeah, this is your first flood, right?
First big one.
First big one.
Yeah.
Well, have a good day.
You too.
So you're not from Montgomery, you're just in to help?
Yeah, I'm from Highgate.
Highgate.
Yeah.
And your name?
Hector Pelkey.
Well, Hector, it's great to see people coming in and just volunteering and helping folks out here.
Yeah.
Because like the owner of this house was saying, or somebody was saying, it's not like the Midwest floods,
Yeah.
This was a hard bang, and it didn't hang around for months, but they sure need a lot of help here in Montgomery.
Yeah. No, I was laid off, didn't have anything to do, so I thought I'd come up and give a hand.
There you go. Well, it's a pleasure to see you up here.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too. Well, there it is. They had no choice but to ride it out.
This is it, boys, ready for a house?
She's safe. They got her out and they got her over to a friend's house.
What happened to the building that was swept away there? Where did that wind up? Nobody knows?
Pardon, Mrs. School.
What's that?
Pardon, Mrs. School.
Oh, so it's just gone. It's not even around here. Unbelievable. This is like part of it right here. So it just broke apart basically. So this is part of the building that was swept away from way over there. Oh, it looks like the foundation was just taken out from underneath it. Was there anything out in the front here? Because it looks like...
No, just grass.
There was nothing of great value in the garage, cars or anything?
Antique stuff. Some junk. See, the grass line was always down low. This is just a hole that was always here, just washed in.
Unbelievable. It's not a garage anymore.
No. We're going to take some of it. We're going to salvage some of it.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of beams. It looks like there's some good beams in there, too.
Yeah, really wiped it right out.
Yeah. Well, you go into the insides of some of these houses and the water just, you know, maybe window high, just came right through the house.
Right through the first floor.
That's right. And if your windows were closed, the windows left too. We'll see you later, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. Nice to talk to you.
Same here.
Yeah.
Well, Grandma's house didn't get it. We didn't get a chance to meet her, but her garage surely did. Living around here, huh? How did your house fare through the whole thing?
Got water in the cellar. It's just amazing. There's probably 20 people who didn't get major damage, and we're one of them.
Well, good for you.
Luba didn't get, and I had a river going down here and a river here, and it never took out my greenhouse.
That's amazing.
Look
Well,
at my clothes. Look at my wood pile. Isn't that amazing?
Somebody was smiling on you, that's for sure.
Hey, my kid's been hurt. We totaled the truck, and now everything, something good comes. So I can't believe it. It's
Really?
amazing. Yeah. It just, you know, what woke us up was the smell.
Really?
Yep. Smell woke us up, and then we went knocking.
What was the smell of sewer or?
Dirt.
Hard to say. Dirt. Yeah.
The windows were open. Plus, my dog was upstairs in my bedroom, which was strange.
Yeah.
Dog knew.
So you didn't get water in on your first floor?
Uh-uh.
You are so lucky. I mean, everybody is hauling mud out of their house, you know.
I let Black Landing took all my, Dwayne hired me 2 boys and Tori, and they got all the equipment. They're up there hauling mud out. And they're in a worse position than I am. I still got 1/2 to clean out.
Well, they were lucky too at the Black Lantern. They only got that one building,
Yeah,
you know.
They got the same thing I did, and they needed the boys, they needed the manpower, so.
Yeah.
But you know, I hadn't done my laundry, and I gotta wash it out and take it out, but I'm so lucky.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you believe?
Now this house over here looks like, look at it. Driveway's caved in. It looks like he had a river going right
That's
through.
Joyce. She got about a little bit in her first floor, but not enough, just her carpet. I mean, it really, her door kept the muck out, so it's just wet.
So she's pretty lucky too.
Yeah. So, I mean, the house over here and the house in back must get washed off, and we don't. Does it make sense?
What house got washed off the foundation?
Gone.
You're kidding me.
There's a house gone.
Oh, you mean the one across the road? Yeah.
gone.
At first I thought it was the one down by Hill West, but I was mistaken. Now today I can see what happened is when the house went, there's a piece of it up against this tree, there's another piece of it a little bit further down.
It's terrible.
Literally blew apart. And the rescue job by the Baker boys and Marty Lumber too, of getting the people off that roof. All the heroic actions of people, I mean, it's just incredible.
That happened before we woke up, and then we went hammering on doors, and our cars would have been gone, but we woke up. We moved our cars out back not close to the house, then we moved them out here, and the water came right up that step. Then we moved them over here, then we had to move them up the south. And we got all the neighbors to move their cars. So, I mean, it's just...
And when you look at all the cars that wound up in the Trout, you know, it's...
I mean, it's just... And then, you know what? It was flooded up there, it was flooded down here, and they couldn't get to us, and the telephones didn't work, so they couldn't wake us up. So, can you believe that? So, I mean, they knew about it, but they couldn't get to us, so we got up and got everybody else up, and we couldn't get to those people. There was another flood right there, and they stayed through the whole thing. Their whole first floor got it bad.
Did you see Granny Grunt's there? Where the bridge collapsed up in the center?
Oh, I seen the bridge collapse. They don't need to, we haven't been up bothered.
The building is actually hanging at a 45-degree angle. The side of the building came off on the river side, and all the contents of the building, because of the tip, actually went right out. It's like all the rooms are empty. and the building is just listing there. The devastation and the
But look,
power
it's been
that
2
came
days.
through.
Look how dirty that river still is.
Yeah.
I've never seen that river stay dirty for 2 days like that.
Well, whoever saw it come as high as this is just in Montgomery here. I mean, the rest of Franklin County, when you think about it, Burlington hardly got any rain, you know?
See, what happened was a cloudburst on Jay, and now it's 6.5 inches, and it
Yeah.
came right. You got to go somewhere.
And
My
not only
garden-
that, it comes down from the up by Zach's too. So you got it coming
Every way.
from every which way. Unbelievable. I'm gonna take a walk up here and see what kind of damage is done up here.
Our bridge got moved. Take a picture of the bridge from the center down. You can see where it's crooked. See the end where it's crooked now? Tilts a little to the right.
Well, it's just gonna list a little bit, but as long as it's structurally sound, but I'm
I
sure
don't know.
somebody will make that determination.
Well, you know, they didn't allow trucks through it anyway, so they might not. And they don't need that bridge.
No.
So,
So they got it over here too in the log cabin.
Luba didn't get it too bad. She got water in, but the water came about 6 inches up her foundation, and the mud didn't go in.
Lucky her.
I know.
Well, you can see where this house used to be. Washed right off the foundation. This house, just looking in this one corner, looks like they got some major foundation problems. Here's a Comstock bridge. And it does look like the bridge is leaning here. You can see the water was right through this silt all over here. And I can see from here that there's nothing on the other side here. Gone. The National Guard has done an outstanding job in this emergency. You can see the roadway where it's just been tossed to the side by the water. And yesterday there was nothing here. Nothing but ledge. Can't believe how fast they've repaired this section of roadway. See all the cars out there that we looked at yesterday. We're at Stu's house here. We were here yesterday. They're still unloading the basement here. But look what the ice chest did as it came down with the water. Just went right through that wall, took it right out. One floating ice chest. The cellar is loaded, and they've cleaned out most of the mud and silt that was in here, but their whole place got it here. Water came straight across that open meadow, right through all these houses. Colonel Nye. Looks like they'll probably have this finished today. Big Brass is up here, surveying the scene. But the local guardsmen have done an outstanding job.
heating going on there right now.
We can, why don't we step outside and talk? Okay. A little easier. Okay.
They're inside the
Back in service.
Just water in the cellar.
So that's all you got was water in your basement up there?
Yeah, we got lucky because they paved the road last summer. If they hadn't paved that road, man, we were gone.
Thank goodness. I mean, there's been so many, you know, good luck stories like that because the big thing is nobody seems to have flood insurance.
Well, the bigger thing is nobody died.
That's the most important thing. Nobody even got injured. I couldn't
I can't believe
believe
11
it.
people on a house, on a trailer that was about to be completely demolished, surviving no injuries. I can't believe that.
But that was heroics by the Montgomery Fire Department and the guys that went out there and rescued them in the dark. And you know they had to be scared because the water was over the wheels of the loader. They just went out and did it because somebody had to do it, right?
Yeah.
Lose any vehicles, Buck?
I lost one.
You did lose one.
Down around the bend.
Yeah, somebody was telling me out back, I went back onto Back Street, and somebody said, oh yeah, our car's down there, up a tree. Incredible the number of vehicles that the brook took.
Brutal.
All the way down through. And propane tanks. In fact, I've seen Liberty and Valley all over the place, fishing them out of the brooks in Enosburg.
Propane spewing out of the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was unbelievable. Watching them flow by, I lost how many went, counting how many went by. Watching the propane just come out of the top.
So how high was the water inside your house? A foot. Hard to believe Main Street here, you know, under that much water.
There are waves ripping right down through here.
So you guys stayed in the house all that while? Went up to the top floor and looked out the window and rode it out? Well, hey, it's history at this point in time. I don't think anything else is going to top it this century. At least not for Montgomery. Makes you wonder what caused that, whether it was just trees blocking up at the bridge diverted the water.
That's what I think, yeah. The lock jam at the bridge. Probably let go and just tons of water just poured right down.
I mean, you look at Granny Grunt's over there, you know, it looks like the side of the building came off and all the contents just fell into the brook. It's tilting so, but it's amazing. So I keep saying this, it's amazing. Nobody hurt, nobody down.
Localized it is. Just here.
Yeah, really. Enosburg took a pretty good hit on the Tyler Branch. They lost a bridge. There's a trailer in the brook, and so people lost a lot of stuff over there too. But Montgomery, there's nothing to compare to it. So you got your house pretty much cleaned out?
Yeah, I took a hose to it last night.
I saw your mother even came up to lend a hand.
She was here.
Oh, she was
It was her car that went floating away.
Oh, God.
It's if you take a walk behind Brent Godin's old house and walk down the bank there, you won't believe where the car is. You just won't believe it.
Well, that's incentive enough for me. I'm going to check that on the way out. I'll park at Brent's and take a walk down back and see if we can get some footage on it.
How'd you do that, Buck?
Hey. Oh, I got Sheriff, I found your car. Oh man, look at that.
I guess you don't need no booze.
Not when stuff moves. There's mud up to here.
The outhouse survived.
They're watching the water. You don't need it. See where it washed out.
I go back.
You may not need it for something. Where are you in the log cabin?
Hey there, Marty.
Good, how are you?
Good. Now, I've heard so many stories. What actually happened by that trailer scene? I mean, I can't believe that building, it's just literally strewn all down that brook. And if you guys hadn't gone out and saved those people, how many people were on the roof?
I think 11 people.
11 people on the roof of the trailer? 2 trips. And it was in the dark? Now that had to be scary. Who was the first person that really got everything going and got the information out that things like this needed to be? I mean, how did you even know that these people were out there? Somebody call up?
I'll tell them that you're there. He couldn't get out of his house. And then we got to the fire department, and he was out.
then that's when we got the call to pack the trailer, double wide.
Unbelievable. So you guys went out there with the water was actually over the wheels of your front loader, I heard. Must have been a hairy ride. But thank God, everybody. I mean, it's a miracle that things like that happened and people survived and nobody died, nobody injured.
We were scared, you know, when the water came up in Montgomery, we couldn't get in town. We were just scared of what was going to be.
Yeah, really. And that's what I can't believe, the way everything came out. It just worked out really well. Well, good talking to you, Marty. Take care. Also, Marty, it's like I didn't realize that you were up there when Jeff was, he went out to get a four-wheeler. I don't even know his last name.
Jeff Macy.
Jeff Macy went out to get a four-wheeler and had tied himself off on a rope. And how many? I hear that it take about 8 people to get him back in. So you thought you were going to lose him at one point?
We thought sure we were. We didn't see him. He went under.
He went under. And needless to say, the four-wheeler that he went to retrieve was long gone. Amazing. So you guys just happened upon the scene and he was dangling out on the end of his rope?
We were waiting on the end of town. We were trying to get into town, and then the water came.
So that's another incident where just people being in the right place at the right time. Unbelievable. Thanks again, Marty. It feels good to be in someplace dry today, doesn't it?
Yeah. I got over wanting to go whitewater rafting.
So you went after your father-in-law's four-wheeler, is that what happened?
Yeah, it was floating down river, and I thought I could get to it without any problem, and the water wasn't all that high. When I reached over to tie a rope on it, my feet just went out from underneath me.
But you had a rope that was tied off. That's what saved your life?
Yeah, the fireman pulled me back in.
You know what's incredible is that they just happened to be at the end of town here. Is that what happened?
Yeah, they were stuck in between the 2 floods, and we're in our driveway. Be here. If they wouldn't have been here, I wouldn't even have attempted it.
Really?
You know, it wasn't worth it. But seeing as how they were here, I knew I was pretty safe at being pulled back in if something did happen. It happened pretty quick.
But Marty Lumber told me it took 8 of them to pull you back in. He said they were afraid they were going to lose you there for a little bit. Was the rope tied around you? You were just holding on to it?
No,
it was tied around
me. I couldn't move.
Well, when you look at some of the things that floated down the trout, you know, from cars to you name it, it's incredible. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah. People don't realize how much of a current there is in such a little bit of water. I wasn't even in water up to my knees.
And it took your feet out right from underneath
it? Ripped my pants right off.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. It really surprised me.
Well, you know, until you've been there, I guess, none of us can even imagine the power, the awesome power of something like that.
Felt just like a fishing lure going back to dry land. All I could think about, all I got to do is hold my breath for 15, 20 seconds, and they'll have me on dry ground.
How long did it actually take them to get you in?
15, 20 seconds.
15, 20 seconds, so that was that quick.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is the Montgomery Fire Department deserves a whole lot of credit.
They sure do. I mean, the cleanup is unreal that's going on. Everybody's helping everybody else. You know, it's really, town's really pulling together.
Sure is. National Guard has done an excellent job. And not only that you got saved here, but I think they took 11 people off the roof of that trailer.
Yeah.
And if you look at the remnants of that trailer as it just was broken apart going down the brook there, there would have been 11 dead people for sure.
Yep. Yeah, we were lucky there's no fatalities at all.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
in fact,
it happened at night where people didn't even realize what was going on.
A lot of people slept through it, which is the amazing part about it.
And I talked to a few people, and the only ones that actually woke up was the ones that heard stuff hitting against their house, and they got out and went downstairs, and they were in water.
Yeah, the shock.
It was unreal.
So I heard you cracked a couple of ribs?
Yeah.
Well, so you are actually, technically, I think you might be one of the few injuries, but minor.
Yeah, real minor. I just feel glad I can get out and help anybody shovel or do anything.
Yeah, well, everybody's happy that you're still with us.
Yeah, me too.
Well, take care, Jeff. Have a good one. Thanks.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, that happened right back in here. If it wasn't for the Montgomery Fire Department, Jeff wouldn't be with us today. in Coda directing traffic. Massive cleanup going on here in Montgomery. The outpouring of help, offering of help came from everywhere. From Morrisville to Richford to Fairfax. From as far away as Colchester. A sense of humor. The inn under the Trout River. Hey, Mike, I like your new name, Inn Under the Trout River. Look at this, Beirut Beach. And that the rain is washing away. For sale, cheap. So if anybody wants an underwater van, they can come over and see Mike at the Inn Under the Trout River, right here in Montgomery Center. Oy vey. Oy vey. I love it. So did you ride out the storm here in your place?
Yes.
What time did you wake up?
4 o'clock in the morning when it was happening.
Really?
And I just saw the street. I saw my car pull out of the driveway.
Your car pulled out of the driveway with nobody in it?
Pulled out of the driveway. Then my picnic table, then my riding lawnmower just kept on going. Kept on going.
You know, and I've heard from people that they saw cars floating, didn't know whether people were in them because as they were shorting out, like the dome light would come on, the tail lights were going on, lights were flashing.
We had that.
And I don't know how many vehicles were taken away in this storm.
Well, both of ours were. The whole, matter of fact, our shed is over there.
Is that your shed next to the inn?
Yeah. And they put a pink slipper on it that says, "Condemned, do not enter." Like, oh my, yeah, it might be sweeping in there tonight.
So what did you do? Just go to the top floor and you just watched like everybody else?
We were rolling up all the oriental carpets in the first floor because we were afraid we saw the water coming up the steps as fast as it was coming in. And thank God it just went out the window and it didn't go up to the first level. So we actually saved the first level of the house itself. And none of the front was damaged, just the back and all the whole.
So it's mainly your basement?
Basement, all our records, all everything, just gone.
A lot of personal stuff.
Both my college diplomas, and God knows what else is in there.
Your history,
yeah,
right?
I want to look at it.
But you know, the miracle, nobody hurt, nobody killed.
No one was killed, thank God. It's just devastating, you know.
You know, Julie Adams summed it up. She was saying that yesterday she went into Enosburg for the first time and she felt like she was in the Twilight Zone. There she was on Main Street in Enosburg and people walking around shopping, you know, and it just seemed so foreign because unless people could be over here right in the disaster area, they could have no clue as to how devastating what actually took place here.
I agree. I never thought I'd be eating lunch or breakfast at the Red Cross. I've eaten at Maxime's in Paris. I've eaten at Petite Mamie in Palm Beach. First time I ever had breakfast at La Red Cross.
But I'm sure you were glad to see them, huh?
I sure was. I sure was. Well, one good thing, I think I dropped around 11 pounds so far in 5 days. Gotta like that. Gotta like that.
So maybe you can make a video of a new weight-reducing program.
I'll call Richard Simmons when I get the hell out of here. Before and after pictures.
Well, take care. Good luck. And like the bear says, oy vey. Now there's a face I don't see anymore. The guy's down with his bagel business all the time, but...
We shut down the bagel place for 2 days to help Montgomery.
There you go, Sid.
And we've been hauling for the last 2 days, but we need, if anyone's listening, we need more tractors and buckets here. There's only one in town right now, and that's me for the last 2 days.
Well, we'll get this, this is going right on as soon as I get back to Enosburg, so we'll let folks know. If you got a tractor with a bucket on it, get on over here.
That's right. Okay.
Thanks, Sid. Sid Berkson. Okay, we have the replacement bridge going in place here. you cleaning out the... So you cleaning out the Grange Hall here?
Yeah, we did the hall.
Pretty much of a mess? Yeah. So what did it do? Just get the basement, or did you get the first floor too?
We did the basement.
The basement.
The basement had probably
a foot of silt?
Close to it. 8 to 12 inches, or 10 to 12 inches.
So do you live right in the center here, or?
No, we live up Richmond.
Okay, so you're down helping.
Yeah.
Man, it's amazing the number of people that have come in and volunteered and helped people out.
Yeah, a lot of people in and out. I've been trying to get in here for 3 days. I finally got in today.
Amazing. Well, thanks for coming down. It's good to see Richford in the house. I see a lot of Richfordites down here through the whole last 4 days. Fire department and just people volunteering. It's great to see.
It's nice to have the community helping in, you know, pitching in and helping.
That's what it's all about.
If it happened to me, I'd want somebody there.
That's right. Well, take care. And what's your name?
Peggy Snyder.
Well, take care, Peggy. Have a good day.
How are you today?
Good. Busy, busy, busy. I'll tell you though, you guys have done an outstanding job, you know.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, everybody appreciates the work that's been done, you know. When a tragedy like this strikes, it's like it takes you a couple of days before you get over the numbness of what even happened to you.
We noticed when the numbness started coming out to different people, you know, situations and stuff. We could tell they were
stressed.
Stressed
to the max.
Realize exactly what had happened.
Yeah. The heroism of the fire department, though, here in Montgomery, it was just, I mean, Jeff Macy, his life was saved. 11 people from the top of a trailer, and when you see what happened to that home,
yeah,
you know that none of them would have made it.
It's been unbelievable. It's been one joint effort from everybody involved. So we all deserve at least a week of sleep when we get finished.
I hear that, Frank. Really?
Hours and hours and hours. I gotta go.
Okay. How's it going?
Have you been downstairs?
No, but I heard that it's a mess, huh?
But we got it, it's clean, we got the mud sucker in here, and we had the most fabulous crew from Johnson down there, about 15 people, and we were able to salvage a lot of stuff. And
that's great.
At least it's done, but we had to get rid of the big commercial oven, the refrigerator, the dish. I mean, we lost everything. We lost all the equipment down there, the dehumidifier.
But I know Montgomery. Before too long, we're gonna have our monthly dinners. That's right.
Well, we're having a big dinner tomorrow night. It was supposed to be here tomorrow night. It's now up at the church hall tomorrow night.
Up at the church hall tomorrow night.
Continue right along with it because everybody's going to need to just rally around and be together, and so we're going to be barbecuing up there, and it's a town dinner. And
great town, Montgomery. Yeah, I mean, it really is.
Is this road here going to be for direct traffic everywhere? I mean, tractor trailers, everything's going to come through here.
Scott, Fire Chief, busy at work. Hey, you guys have done an outstanding job, and your firemen with all the rescues that took place. Just selfless acts of heroism. Unbelievable.
They're good people.
Good people is right.
They're real good people.
They don't come any better, that's for sure.
Being a fire chief, it makes me look good all the time because these guys behind me are doing, I don't have to talk to them. They're out doing their things there, get that done. It's all this, I tell you,
and it seems
makes you feel good.
And it seems as though they had this built-in radar. They seem to be in the right place at the right time to make rescues of people that would have been dead.
Oh yeah, especially that trailer down there.
I mean, 11 people they took off.
Take them out of there, they've been hurting.
But how many people would have been willing to get on that loader with water over the wheels, with that water rushing, and make 2 trips out there?
That's right. No. And well, especially when some of their own houses are being flooded.
Oh yeah.
You know? I've got I tell you, when we start
Montgomery Fire Department.
When we have ambulance call and fire department, we've always said this is always.
There's another sign that almost became a self-fulfilling prophecy. Check in, checked out. Only part of it. Down here on the collapsed bridge. And it's of no surprise, Granny Grunts is now in the trout. One collapsed Granny Grunts. Now this is a shot from where we were the other day, taking a look at Granny Grunts.
The reason they call it the flood plain, so everything gets planed.
Hey, you want to know if we want to buy it? Were you here through the whole storm?
I was right upstairs to bed. I didn't even hear anything.
So you slept through the whole thing?
Yeah. The dog, most every you hear noise, he started barking, but he didn't make a sound, you see?
Amazing. So did they condemn the house? Is your house totaled, or?
For now.
For now it is.
Nobody going there.
Hey, it's just good to see everybody in good health after something like this. So you slept through the whole thing?
Yeah. I wake up to 4:30.
It's incredible.
Then my car was parked here. They was over there turned up on this side right by that pole. I didn't hear nothing. That wall going down.
Now, this is what we call a sound sleeper, right?
Of course it's a sound sleeper.
What did you think, though, when you looked out the window and saw all the water around you?
When I had the window open, and then I heard somebody talking. There was all across the street there. And then they had the flashlight looking at the wall. So then I looked out the window and I could see this big water going down through here. It was going all around. I didn't hear a thing from this door that wall.
That's amazing. I mean, and it's kind of a shock when you get up and you see your car gone and then you see it down the road. But I talked to other people further down the road next to Marge, and they said, oh, our car is around the corner up a tree. You know? But everybody seems to have a sense of humor about it, you know. There's not much you can do except clean up, right, and move on. Good talking to you. Take care. I'll see if there's any buyers. We'll get this on cable and see if anybody wants a house on Back Street. So that's Robert Don over there, and he's selling a house. The buy of the month, right? This house took a pretty good hit. Slept through the whole thing.
cooperation here with the different agencies. I just met with the FEMA, the federal people, and to show what's available here from IRS is able to give refunds to these people if they've had damages, and they can document it and prove it by videos or photographs. And SBA, FHA, agricultural assistance, I mean, all these things, see them all working together, just a great thing how...
And the National Guard.
And the National Guard.
What a job they did. They really have to be commended.
And the MPs, they're guarding it after 9 o'clock. Nobody can come in unless they can prove they're residents here of the community. And of course, you got the EMTs, the medical people, you got the mental health people here, you got the Red Cross. I mean, just fantastic. The teamwork and the cooperation of federal and state and local.
She's showing. Okay. Yeah. Showing? Show them out. You have
You can take the lime and take it to Montgomery Firehouse in the center, right on Main Street on the right side, drop it out there.
Cleanup operation is underway. You can see they've removed most of the debris. How you doing? Beautiful day.
Good. That sun.
I guess so. Well, it looks like they've done quite a cleanup job already.
Yeah. Doing a good job.
What's Mike doing today?
Good, and you, John? Have a good day, gentlemen. Long, tedious job of cleaning up.
Him to the hospital yesterday because he was absolutely drenched in fuel oil. We're taking a lot of these houses all through here. All of these houses were filled with water all across the street. The fuel tanks in the cellar just tipped right up, turned over. Fuel oil dumped all into there. The propane gas tanks ripped right off the house, were spinning out of control right down the road with propane blowing out of them. And all of this is the nice part of that. Down in the center, we had a 5-foot wall of water come right on down through town, and people were talking water, I don't know how high, up in the houses. I mean, it's a total loss.
Chaz and Olga are over here helping. There's a truck that didn't get washed away because it got buried. We're at the Montgomery School in the gymnasium, and you can see everything that people would need to move forward: clothing, blankets, toys, furniture, food. From yesterday, right? Look at the job all those people did. Just simply incredible. Look at all the massive material that they moved. People helping people. Yeah, just by looking at the pickup truck, buried up to its rocker panel. And these people with the second house up back there, they pointed the car out, but all you could see was this little carrier on the top. But took it right out of their driveway. Well, there's a car down there. Just give you a feeling of how far it traveled. Came all the way down through here. And that's the house it came from, right over there. We were there yesterday. Came right down on through here. The only thing that stopped it were the trees. You can see more debris down here from that house that washed away. It's just leaving bits and pieces on its journey down the brook. Another car. And you can see pieces of the house all the way down through. It just literally came apart. Now you look at this brook today on Friday. It doesn't look like it could have done what it did. And there's the roof to that trailer. Enosburg, Richford, Berkshire. People coming together.
Representative Sanders made a
Well, I just don't want to grab some food, put it in the back of my truck, and then whatever they don't need, I can bring it back. That way they'll have it and they'll have to wait anymore.
A lot of help.
They might want breakfast on that.
No. You know, and so I've been asked that, and I know that sounds like a blunt answer, but I'll tell you, this is not a town disaster. This is a state disaster. This is an area that a lot of people have had an emotional investment in terms of spending times here, good times. This was a recreational town, as everybody knows. It's a major ecological disaster in terms of people's homes, things that have happened, fuel oil, propane, all sorts of stuff. You're going to have to pick through it. You know, I explained that this morning, and we got
This is Tony Jones here at the command center.
washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers.
Tony's taught at Enosburg Falls High School for 18 years.
Yeah, so it's just whatever you can do. When I call this company, they say when you come each day, it's all gone. So I don't know how you get to it. When you come into 118, you're going to have to check in with the military police. And when you check in with them, just tell them that I'm sending you, Tony Jones, that I'm sending you through, and stop here if you want. Right at the green, you'll see a command post set up. Ask for guard 10.
On your side of the water. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, you get that one to see. You come through.
cooks it. He can't get away from it. Boy, that looks good.
It is good.
Nice job, guys.
That's all it is.
What's that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay. 1, 2?
That's fine.
Oh.
Do I need to take it?
No, you don't get it.
I'll be back.
Nice dinner they're putting out here. Ribs, potatoes, the works. Look at all the pies. It's everybody's up here, huh?
I need water. There.
And I'm going to take advantage of it.